Okay, this is the only program which is bigger than me, Big Brother. This is DJ Cole Cox coming at you.
Hi, Big Brother.
Hello, Big Brother. I know you.
Hey, this is Oliver Leaf from Spice Lab, Ambush, Mindspace, Paragliders, LSD, and I say hello to Big Brother. I have, for every project, I have a different sound. You know, maybe Spice Lab, that's the experimental project where I use a lot of analog equipment, and there are other projects like LSG or Paragliders where I don't use that much these sounds, so they sound a bit more commercial, or it's different projects because in one project it wouldn't fit. There would be too much different maxis would come out on one project, and the people could not get along with that. You know, too much different sounds on one project, so I make different projects because I'm able to produce many different sounds, you know. Like Ambush, that's more tribal drums, and that's also different. The Ambush, I tried to do something new, go a bit away from the rave or club sound and make more of a home listening CD, like the first Spice Lab LP also. And so I always try to be a step ahead, yeah. As you can see here, you know, because it's packed, the people like it, you know, and as long as the people like it, it's okay. But it would be very bad if a rave like this would happen every week, you know. That wouldn't be too good, but once a time, you know, that's okay. Maybe once half a year, you know. And the rest of the time, maybe some smaller things where the people, because here, you know, the people can go to the different halls, you know, where different styles going on, and maybe they don't know who's DJing there actually right now. They don't know who's playing there, and they don't care also, you know. And on a big rave or regular rave, smaller rave maybe, the people, they know what's going on, you know. They know, right now it's this DJ and this live act, and that's a bit better, I would say, not only for the people, but also for the producers and the DJs. They're not just a thing, you know. We'll see what happens in the future, you know, because when the commercial, when they lose the interest, you know, the masses, the crowd, when they lose the interest, what is now commercial, that will be gone, you know, and the underground will be still there, you know. So I don't care if there's commercial right now or if that's underground, because I hope that I will survive then. In Germany we have maybe the most labels, but it's not in a way the headquarter of that type of music, you know, of Europe, for sure not. Also England, you know, it's very good too. A few years ago the UK always made their own stuff, you know. The European DJs and producers, they were looking to England, you know, looking what's going on and maybe try to copy the sounds and the style, but now it's a bit different, you know. It's maybe the opposite, and the British people look a bit more to Europe, and maybe try to copy also what's going on there, you know. That's okay. I just came back from Australia. That was very good also there. Melbourne and Sydney, yeah. And I like the crowd there. And anyway, in Les Cans, that will be my first live set then in France ever. Yeah. I mean not the really first, but it's the first one I will have playing there myself, you know. Because I was playing there with the Hard House, at the Hard House label nights some months, or last year, it was last year, yeah. But this time it's the first time some people booked me. So I look forward and hope that will be good, you know. But what I heard and what I don't understand, the people, they can't write down one project name of me on the flyer. That's the LSG project, because of the drug things, you know, because it sounds a bit like LSD, so they're not allowed to print it on the flyer, and that's a bit strange, I would say. in France it's always strange, you know. When I was there the first time at the Hard House label night, we had another problem, you know. The venue had to change because the government cancelled the first venue because they were afraid of that German Nazi music that will come to France, you know. And I don't know what's going on, you know. Why is that German Nazi music, you know? What's that? That's bullshit. The good events, you know, they're always made by good people, you know, in a way. And in the beginning, it was like, okay, everyone can try to do a rave, you know. So right now, only the people that made some good raves already or that have a name, they can continue. And that's very good, you know, because, as I said in the beginning, you know, when you were booked by some people you don't know, maybe the rave was completely empty, you know, no people there, and you didn't get paid and all that, you know. And right now it's more established, all the things, so that's very good. Hope to see you all there at the 28th in Lescar.
Hello, big brother. I know you.
Hi, big brother. I think I know you too.
This is an experiment. If you see it as an experiment, it works.
Yeah.
Because like 25,000 people and everybody is enjoying it.
Yeah.
And if you don't wanna dance on gabba, you dance to trance. Whoops. Or you dance to house. You can choose whatever you want, you know. And I think it's if people don't like it, it's okay, you know. But they shouldn't make bad words of it just because they don't like it. If they don't like it, they shouldn't go there, and they should go to their clubs or whatever they like. But I don't think that people in clubs or whatever say, no, they say that, but it's also intolerance, you know, because when people like that, they should go there, and it's not a bad thing. And if people like more clubs, it's even not a bad thing either.
German people, they're used to travel a lot, you know. It doesn't matter if they have to drive 300 or 400 kilometers for a rave. If you do that in Holland, you be from one side to the other side. And if you do it in Belgium, you be in France, you know, because it's so small. So I think it lives, the big rave thing lives a lot in Germany, I think.
The raves in Germany so far, this year, they were just, the Mayday was good, this year is good, and there were like 2 or 3 more, and the rest was just half full, or no good atmosphere and stuff like that. So and in England it's like 2 years ago it was the same situation, and in other countries maybe the rave phase is just coming up, and in other countries maybe they don't need it or they don't want it. I don't know.
Actually, that was really cool, you know, you on that tank.
I loved it.
I was so wicked.
But there were some people throwing eggs at us.
Yeah?
Yeah, they didn't understand anything. It was like, you know, this is not peace and love, this is...
Crazy. They don't understand the thing, you know.
I like because it was exactly like I thought it was, you know. Everybody was making this lovely drugs, you know, and peace, love. And I wanted to do something evil against it.
It was my first time at Love Parade, and I loved it.
This was the first?
Yeah. Next time I go for sure. I was sitting on the low spirit truck on the front with Moose and Westbound and everybody, and it was really fun because all these people were shooting with these water guns, you know, on me, and I had one.
Have you seen my skull?
I took off my shirt. And was
Have you seen the skull that I had?
Yeah.
And it was squirting water to the people.
Hardcore. You have these problems with the police always, you know. I know it because I was a year in France, and sometimes 1 hour before I had to start DJing, the police came in and busted the whole place, and there was no gig and nothing, and that was it. And sometimes they just didn't give permission for the warehouse. So 1 day before, you know, they just said, okay, you cannot have that warehouse, and the gig was cancelled, and we did it somewhere in the woods or something. But that's just your country, you know. what can I say? No, yeah, that's how it goes in France. It's shit, but it is like that. You know, ravers, you have to fight for your rights because, you know, you have to do it.
You don't get your rights for free. You have to fight for them because they always say it's like a unpolitical generation. And it's in most cases it's true because the people are mostly just concerned about their own things. But in this moment, these people up there who have the power can do with the people whatever they want. So if the people see that their rights are cut off, they have to stand up against it because nobody will recognize when the people don't stand up and they say, oh, they're forbidden, it's a shitty state, blah. And if they're just saying that for themselves, it's not helping other people either. Like we had in Germany with the Nazis, you know. There were also people, I don't have to do anything with the Jews, and after that, other rights are cut off. So it's a time to stand up.
I had the feeling that, you know, in 92 when I was there, that this has got organizations that also kills the scene, you know. Because in one organization, you know, they told the police that I was an illegal party somewhere, and that shit goes on, you know. And
when I
unite, you know. Unite.
When I was in Paris, it was like the first thing I heard is like, you play for these people, you should never play for these people because your whole image is ruined if you play for these people. And I talked to these to the people where they pointed to, and they, I mean the guys where I was playing at, and I said we had like something. No, but who told you? These people. Oh, if you listen to these people, they're just making bad words of everything. You don't get an impression of how the scene really is because you just, as a DJ, you just have to do with organizers and people in the business. So but what I saw is like we have it in a lot of German cities too. Like everybody's playing part against each other, and that makes no sense because there are other enemies, you know, not the enemy in the scene itself. The scene is not the enemy. The enemy is like cops who bust raves, politicians who don't understand the need of a new culture, and lots of enemies. Rock music who always tries to put us down. People who say it's just drugs. These are enemies, but not the music or some other DJs, you know.
Okay, this is the only program which is bigger than me, Big Brother. This is DJ Cole Cox coming at you. When I do a majority of it like that, but tonight was an exception because a lot of people really didn't know how I was going to play it, or a lot of people really don't know, they're not expecting anything great, but they've come down and all the DJs are playing fantastic, but I just, for some reason, clicked with these people tonight. The sound was excellent, the lasers and the lighting and everything was just fantastic, but the people has really made tonight, you know, a good night tonight. I mean, the same thing's happening in England. I mean, the majority of the raves now in England are kind of 16 to 18, 19-year-olds. And a lot of the 20, 21-year-olds have got into more cultured music, more house, more minimalistic, more jazz, funk, hip-hop. You know, they've now decided to find their own kind of musical, you know, what they're into. But people, you can't ignore a really good time. And that's all these people, this is what all these people see. Maybe for the first time, a lot of people have been here tonight and seen other people enjoying themselves. So they're enjoying themselves. They go away now, tell their friends come along. And that's how it kind of gets younger and younger. But the idea now is to keep the standard of music to this level so it doesn't get commercial, doesn't go into any kind of big record company situation which commercials the whole thing, because that's where you really get the youngsters. But if the music stays at this standard, it will stay underground and the people will be there for it. The thing is, it's kind of hard. If I play 3 decks, I need to have at least 2 hours. When you're only playing 1.5, an hour and a half, you really want to concentrate on playing good music rather than giving them too much creativity. That's what I've found in the years of playing 3 decks. So if I have like a good 4 or 5 hours, you hear some serious 3 deck mixing, I'm relaxed. I know what's required. Some things really work well, which I work at, and you really hear something there. One of the situations I can't stand is where I have to play 3 decks, so that doesn't really work out. It's a feeling rather than playing it for the sake of having another deck there. So my new label, MMR Records, now is. I only started it as basically a hobby, and after my stint with Perfecto Record, which I had a major record deal with, they decided that my music was a bit too underground for them. So now it's kind of led me in a way to start my own label, start my own kind of musical career in something which I've got a control on with Perfecto Records. I mean, I had a big record with them in 1991 called I Want You Forever, but it's basically out of my control. It was in the hands of the majors, and it was a real shame because the records really went into the wrong people. Because if you come here to something like this, for an example, to the Universe Party, a lot of people are here to hear good music, and all I like to do is make good music. And one of the reasons when you're with a major company, you have to make commercial music which sells, and that sucks really. I'm not into it at all. Well, I've done a party in Nîmes called the Borealis. And I don't know if you heard about this party, but it was a fantastic experience to have this kind of party happening in a bull ring of all places as well. And I think that's for the first time where there was a big party and a lot of positivity. If you can get more people that will support these kind of parties, you find that the spin-off parties will be a lot better, and to basically calm down the government who are basically scared of the unknown. It's for you to decide, you know, if you really want this to happen, you have to really get out and support these parties that are happening.
was, I don't know, 10 or 12 times in the last 3 years on raves and in clubs all over France and especially in Paris. So sure, I come back. I had a 4 days tour between Montpellier and Lyon, and I was 2 days in Paris. And yeah, you know, then I come back, go to my club, and I go straight to Innsbruck, and then I come back to Düsseldorf, and then I'm here now today in Munich, late on the after hour, and then I take a day's sleep off, and then maybe I come back to Paris. Yes, I have, especially in France, a CD out. It means this is a compilation from Fairway, and this is on one side, it's a double CD. On one side it's Jens Mahlstedt, on the other side it's me, and we make a compilation, but we mix it up. So it is a mega mix of like a 90 minutes set. So this is right now promoted. I mean, I have a new record out. It's sure. This is on this Universe Tribal compilation, and yeah, we have one compilation there. Wait, I take it. This is live, you know. So there's a new track. You can see number 7. This is my track, but this is not my only project. I have a new one will come out in October, and he's called Sushi. I produced it with Gary D from Hamburg together, and he come out in October, and he called The House of Fong and Osaka Acid. So this is the next project. I hope this is enough for the next some weeks and months. But it was a little bit hassle because it's so full here. Everything is working good, but you know, by so many people, everybody's stressed up. And I played already, but I get a second set from I think 8:30 until 10 o'clock. It means the last set of the night I can play again, because there was a lot of changing and trouble, and he gave me my set, but he gave me another one. Okay, so I play again then. If you see this flyer, this is a flyer for my birthday party, and you see the Gold Club Orpheum, and he is in Germany. I mean, we are in Germany right now, but we are in Munich, and this club is 800 kilometers away. This is in Dortmund, where the Mayday was 2 times, and it's a nice club for maybe 800,000 people, and we celebrate it every Wednesday there. And we open until 5 o'clock, and it is totally full. When you don't believe it, come over, take a look, and you will see I played a 7-hour set in my own club, and I go never anymore in other clubs on Wednesdays. I stay always there. You know, I was on Tuesday in Paris, and I come only back for my club on Wednesday and go then straight to Innsbruck to go on other clubs. So I work there always. I have other clubs in Germany where I go 2 or once a month directly, like the Cosmic Club. I go there every first Friday, and I have 2-3 offers from some other clubs to go. But the most of the times I work all over Europe. So it depends to the people who want to book me where I play. Yeah, you know, especially for the French people. My father is Italian, but my mother, she was half German, half French. So I'm a real mixed up. I have an Italian passport. I'm born in Germany, but I'm a real mixed up, so it's nice. Yeah, I mean, everything is involved in a set like that. That's why I prefer to play in clubs and not so many on raves. It's just that I go to a good guys who organize good raves, like here, then I'm there, okay, but not on every little rave around the corner. I don't go there. I prefer to play in clubs like 5 or 8 hours, because in sets like that, I can play all my styles of music, what I love. It means real house, it means progressive house, it means some heavy house, go straight to trance and hard trance, and go to my style of sound, what I prefer to play, progressive acid trance. So in a club with a long set like that, I can play you in every side of corner. Not like here, I have to play 1 hour, maybe 90 minutes, and then you give only the highlights of your 8 hours packed in 90 minutes. That's the point on the wave. That's why I don't go so far anymore and go on raves. So I play more in clubs and can play all the good sounds. You know, you can share some records with 2-3 other ones, bring the people high to a point. And here you have to play straight, give him what he wants, you know, because you have only 90 minutes. In club 8 hours, you can give him everything. can go in every direction. That's why I prefer to play longer. And I mean, I learned it to play a long time like that because I work now 16 years as DJ. And I mean, 10 or 15 years ago, the thing was that you played alone in a club for 8 or 10 hours. Yeah? And don't play on these 10 hours boring shit. So I learned it from this. I was not jumping over a techno train 2 years ago and be happy to play 1 hour set on a big wave. I'm not 18 anymore, and so when I work, I want to show you the whole of my sound, not only a highlight. You know, that's why I prefer. That's why I have also later a second set here. Yeah, I played in Ibiza, but this is 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Funny. I think the music coming more and more together. It means all the styles get mixed up right now, you know? That's what I say, like all this English stuff coming from the UK, or from France, or from Italy, or from Holland, and not only from Germany, also from Belgium, but every around, and every country have some styles what you prefer to play on raves or in clubs. But all this coming more mixed together, like hard trance have no acid elements in, and slowly acid tunes have trance elements in, you know, and really pumping records have techno elements in. So it comes to one point, you know. It means we go more and more together because the English people love the German sound, and we in Germany love the English sound, and Italy love the French sound, and they love this and that and that. So it got mixed. And you get it in your mind what you like, you studio, you produce, and then you have a response. So that's why I say mix more and more. I like it really because that's why I'm going so often there. When I get a booking in France, I like to come because the mentality of the people is like Italian, and everything is nice and funny, and I love the girls, and the girls are cute. I mean, I like the people there. People are really nice, like in the south, like Italy or Spain. Not so strange, like somewhere. I don't want to say names, but strange like somewhere. And I mean, I like to come to Paris and France, and I come back so often I can. Paris, Julie, Belgique. See you back in Paris, in France, and on MCM.